Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, holy crap, this is a drop and a half. Better drop than I anticipated. I didn't expect this drop to be quite this souped, in all honesty, but I guess I probably should have. Invincible small forward eligible Chet Holmgren, GOAT small forward Giannis Antetokounmpo, GOAT point guard LeBron James, GOAT power forward Shaq, Invincible Jason Tatum, Invincible point guard eligible Amen Thompson, and Invincible 7'4" Zach Edey, in addition to 100 overall Dominique, Jimmy Butler, both point guard eligible, and 100 overall Larry Markkinen and Zydrunas Ilgauskas, who should be an awesome value option. Both Markkinen and Ilgauskas have a lot of size. Their positions will be less expensive and should be really, really good cards. Now, that being said, this is an extremely loaded drop, top to bottom. A lot of good value options here. I mean, this is 100 overall Dominique. That's a 6'8" point guard, 100 overall. 6'7" point guard, 100 overall, and Jimmy Butler, who hopefully will have the same SIGs and animations as an Invincible, because if he's that, then he's just going to be an affordable version of a top tier card with great SIGs and great animations. The other 200 overalls, Markkinen and Big Z, are also incredible attainable cards. And I mean, the Invincibles are going to be expensive, but Chet Holmgren's a 7-foot small forward. 7'1" actually, isn't he? Amen's a 6'7" point guard. He won't be that insanely ridiculously expensive. Edey should be, I would think, multiple millions of MT, but he's just yet another option at the big man spot. And I like options, and I like high level attainable cards, and this drop looks to have that. Obviously, this drop also has high-level big names. GOAT LeBron at point guard is absolutely ridiculous, of course. GOAT Shaq at power forward, same story. Absolutely insane card. And then obviously GOAT Giannis at small forward, of course, is the exact same. And this isn't even the festival cards as well. We're probably going to get festival cards too. So this is an absolutely insane drop. One of the best drops, really, I would say we've seen all year in terms of just overall completeness of the drop. And man, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I'm a little disappointed, not because this is a crazy drop, but because I'm going out of town tomorrow, like midday. Like I'm leaving town at like noon for the 4th of July weekend. I will be gone through Sunday. And so I'm probably going to get y'all 4 or 5 videos total on this drop. Like I'll do a couple hours of videos and try to give y'all some information, get a couple of gameplays up maybe, but in all honesty, I'm not going to be getting very many videos done on this drop until Sunday night, Monday morning. I will get y'all gameplays on Sunday and Monday as well. Even Sunday evening when I get home, I will probably get home, and then the first thing I will do once I get home is start making gameplays and videos. So I'm sure a lot of other people have stuff covered, Ty and Evan and DBG and HTB and other, like, of course there's going to be other content creators making videos, so y'all will be fine, of course. But unfortunately, this is a crazy drop that I'm going to miss out on being able to take advantage of fully, which, you know what, at the end of the day, it kind of is what it is. So with that being said, let's take a look at what these cards are probably going to look like real quickly. We'll start with the GOAT, LeBron James, who I would assume will be basically the same as his Invincible, but point guard eligible. I will say this, hope they give him his 100 overall jumper. I like it better than his Invincible jumper personally. The Matt Ryan base Oscar upper I think is better than I think what he has on his other jumper, which I believe is Curry base Oscar upper. If they gave him this jumper on his GOAT card, that would be awesome. I also wouldn't be surprised at all if they change him entirely in terms of jumper and give him a third different jumper and an even more elite one potentially. So I really don't know what 2K is going to do with LeBron's jumper, but he should have these exact SIGs except with Levine step back instead of Harden step back. Everything else will be the same. The only real question to me is what the jump shot is going to look like, and you know what, we will have to wait and see on that, of course. So with that being said, Bron's going to be awesome. We know that. He's a top 2 point guard in the game, in all honesty, probably about tied with Andre Kirilenko right there. Jokic, aka Giannis, LeBron are probably going to be your top 3. Giannis at the small forward position is kind of the exact same thing. You know what I mean? He already has an Invincible, obviously, so probably won't be that much better than this card, but maybe they change the jumper again. Maybe they leave it the same. He'll have Levine step back instead of Harden, but he's going to be very similar to this card. Maybe he has a slightly better jumper. His jumper's already great, but who knows? Maybe they change it again. Again, incredible card. Probably not that much better than a small forward. I would say best case scenario, he's Dirk level. If they change his jumper and really soup him up, then maybe he's Dirk level at the small forward position. We'll have to wait and see. But I would think GOAT Giannis should be a very, very good card. Then obviously GOAT Shaq is another guy who also has an Invincible. So all these guys have already gotten Invincibles. Shaq got a card not that long ago. The Skylines drop was the beginning of season 7. I mean, that was what, 7 weeks ago, and now he's getting another card already. Obviously, the honest truth is this card and Goat Shaq, again, probably going to be very similar, like pretty much the exact same. Again, hardened step back's the only sig difference that to expect. Maybe he gets a different jumper, different upper. I don't know. We'll see what they do with them. They might change something about his jump shot or something, but realistically, again, likely to be pretty close to the same card would be my assumption, at least. I could be wrong. The Invincibles are a little more interesting. Tatum's only interesting because he hasn't had a really attainable card for the majority of people this year that's actually been truly elite. I felt like his Dark Matter at All-Star wasn't ever that insane. His 100 overall was never that insane. So unless you grinded for level 5, for Dark Matter rep, I should say, then you realistically haven't used a great Tatum this year. And honestly, even even this GOAT Tatum is like Defox size up, Steph escape. I mean, his SIGs are mid. So we'll see if 2K gives Tatum these same SIGs and animations, or if they're willing to give him better animations in the GOAT version. Maybe they update the GOAT version in addition to adding the Invincible SIGs tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see, but hopefully they do something decent with his animations and stuff. He should be I would hope a solid card, because there hasn't really been a great Tatum card for a lot of Celtics fans out there this year. So with that being said, next up is Chet, who's 7-footer. Great card, yes, but I mean, just another great small forward. Honestly, it's not a bad thing. He's going to be, realistically, it depends on jumper, but could be like a better version of like a Kevin McHale, for example, would make sense. 7'1" with a 7'6" wingspan, that type of length and size is valuable. Depends on what they change his jumper to, depends how good his SIGs are, depends if they change his jumper. I mean, there are a couple questions there. He's going to need a lot better SIGs, a lot better jump shot, better fade. Like, a lot of things changed about his animations to be a lot better than his 100 overall. But if they do change him properly and stuff and soup him up, I do have pretty high expectations that he will be one of the better small forwards in the game, at least. Where will he rank? I don't really know, but I would think probably somewhere in the top 5, especially if they do him right with animations. He could be really, really high up on the list. I mean, he could challenge for best small forward if they were to really soup him, but we'll see if they actually do. Amen Thompson is, I mean, look, a 6'7" high-level defensive point guard who already had great SIGs on his last card. The one question with Amen is, does he get a different jumper? Because the jumper he has is kind of hitchy. That's my biggest thing. I mean, obviously, I would love to see SIG changes, better drag back, better behind the back, maybe Halle Hezzy as well wouldn't hurt. Like, those are the really only animations that I'm really looking for. I guess you could put Kemba escape as Steph, but I'm fine with leaving it as Kemba. Like, I don't think he really needs that many transformational differences to his SIGs or anything like that, but they could, I'm sure, touch up his SIGs a little bit and make him better. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do that and then change the jumper, and he'd be an incredible point guard as well. And then Zach Edey is 7'4" at the center position. Like, that's one of the best big men in the game, guy who's going to counter Yao, Wemby, Ralph Sampson, et cetera, the best of the best. 7'5" with 7'10" wingspan. I mean, he's absolutely massive, and he's going to have 99 everything, bunch of legend badges. If his jumper stays the same, he's still very good. I could absolutely see a world in which they change his jumper, though, because it's not that insane of a shot. And I would think realistically this card is probably at best on the level of a Ralph Sampson. I don't think they'll give him like GOAT SIGs. Maybe they will. If they do, then he could theoretically be better, but I think at best he's the level of Ralph Sampson. In all likelihood, he's slightly worse probably because his jumper probably won't be quite as good, but it's a top 5 big in the game, no doubt about it. Awesome card. Then you got Dominique, Jimmy, Laurie, and Big Z. Big Z hasn't gotten a card since his Pink Diamond. He's the 100 overall that I really want to highlight. I think they're all going to be good, but I want to mostly talk about Big Z. 7'3", 7'7" wingspan. He should be affordable, and he should be awesome. His jumper is already very, very good. Obviously, now he's got all 99 everything. They put the jumper on very quick or change the jumper. Either way, he will guaranteed have a great shot. And we'll see if they give him any sort of SIGs at all. It won't be quite this basic in terms of animations, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't soup him up too much animation-wise. But maybe they'll soup him up a lot. It wouldn't shock me. We've gotten some really good Big Z cards before, and he's 7'3", but he's got a really big player build. This is a guy who absolutely has the potential to be one of the best small forwards, or power forward center options, especially for an attainable player in the game. So that's a very exciting card, an awesome in-game card to be getting as well. A lot to like about tomorrow's drop. They haven't even shown the Dark Matters, and those could be awesome too. Definitely pretty excited about this drop tomorrow, and I wish I was going to be home for more of it, because I'm looking forward to having a great weekend and celebrating the 4th of July with my family, but I would love to get y'all some more gameplays. That being said, kind of is what it is. I apologize. I hope y'all do enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.